Hi, welcome back to Black Mesa. I'm kinda mad at Dark Souls 2, because I've got it all over my mind. But what did we do last time? We jumped off from here and went all over to check out places. And I thought I was going the clever way. Well, I think I did, since I picked up extra shotgun shells. But no, I actually came back and looked around, like in here, where we can see a dude fixing shit.
Did you hear that?
No, I haven't.
I'll watch your back.
I'm going to stay here and wait for my colleagues. That's enough excitement for me, thanks.
Well, it seemed like he was just about to say that he's gonna go with, or he did say he's gonna go with me, but he seems he's not gonna, and he wasn't about to, like I was exploring before. So through here you can go back into office complex, and I think there's something to pick up, but I'm not gonna bother. So of course there's a barnacle here, and we're gonna have to talk about remakes, but recently someone left a comment about that scene in, well, what is it, like the higher levels of Black Mesa, where they talk about reproduction of the papers, and the idea is that it's not necessarily a, well, obviously obviously the authors of the game were too stupid to talk about the issues of reproductions of studies in the scientific community, that is to say, in the world. And what they were talking about is the reason you would make remakes and remasters of the game. And I think, well, and I did spontaneously come across a video where that idea might have originated, and I'm not bashing the guy who left the comment, stating those points. It's fine, but I came across it on my own, and the video is totally worth watching. But the issue is, well, that's kind of pejorative. So the point is that Black Mesa doesn't really substitute Half-Life 1. There are large chunks of levels cut out, some at least, like on a rail level, and there are additional enemies in other sections, making the game definitely different, play differently, completely play differently, and a lot of limitations, or what would you call it, ideas from, I don't know, I'm lacking the word, as usual, ideas for the gameplay from the previous installment, from the original game, are missing. Like, for instance, the enemies either move or attack, giving you an advantage, or at least a tactical, some sort of tactical information about the combat zone you're having. Were there aliens down there? There must have been. Yeah, good. Okay, it's fine. I'm retracing my steps because I hardly remember where. Well, I remember a little bit where I've gone, and I'm not sure. Hopefully, I'm going the right way, right? Yeah, I'm sure. So, what was I on about? Hey, there's wind here, I think. Is there anything to pick up here though? Even though there's, oh, I can disable that, and what will that do? Oh, right. So the slogan for Half-Life 1 was run, shoot, think, live. Yeah, like that. Because the idea was you either run or shoot. You think, because there were puzzles with the limited physics engine, but they were new to the genre. And living is, I guess, surviving or experiencing the place around you. I think, I'm not sure. I don't remember what the guy said. But yeah, that's the mechanics that that you had to work with in the original. So this game, I'm not sure if I said if it's a substitute of the game or not, but now I know that it isn't, because it's obviously different. Obviously because of the Xen levels But fuck. And also I broke my legs. Good thing I saved. Because of the extended levels that had to be completely remade because the original team, the team at Valve, was just running out of sanity apparently doing them, and also time, and I think as well money as well, because they were privately funded essentially. Let's not get into the history of the whole franchise. Yeah, there would have had to be a crouch jump there for you to do that. So if for some reason if you're playing along, I encourage it. But if you're not cheating the proper jump in, then you're gonna have a bit of a trouble seeing me playing it. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna mention it every time. Yeah, so it's not a substitute. There are actually mods that restore parts of the game made by the... Oh, more shotgun. Cool. Made by this... by the Crowbar Collective when it comes to modding the game. Well, making this mod or this fan remake, whatever you want to call it. So, right, for the Black Mesa, they decided you should cut out they should cut out large portions of certain levels, and like I said, rearrange a bunch of enemies, add extra enemies to make the areas play differently. But like I said, and like I'm going on about, the issue with remaking and remastering. So essentially, the definition. Oh fuck. Essentially, the definition of remake or remaster would be the difference between just updating the looks and keeping everything else the same. This is annoying, and I'm having flashbacks from my Dark Souls playthrough, with just being overwhelmed with shitty enemies. It's like Dark Souls of video games. Who'd have thought? Damn, this gameplay is throwing me off completely forgetting what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've grown to love this already about me, right? Right. Or you better, or else you'll end up like these people. Who's moaning around here? Is this soda machine broken? I could use a little bit of a S to sip. I think they're behind the door. Oh. It's on reset here. No food this time to ruin. No food to ruin this time. I guess that would be the proper phrasing. Yeah, so remakes, right? Remaking is just updating graphically, hardly changing anything about it. Well, remastering is just mostly about visuals, right? Because you know, gameplay does evolve with time, considering all the advancements in technology, allowing you to implement, for instance, more enemies into the field, and having you or AI that would govern their approaches to like, would it be, what's this, level geometry? That's something that you could implement that you couldn't have before, for instance. So the gameplay actually could change because the enemies would make different choices, technically choices, right? Because we don't really give AI. Well, you know, it's not a conscious agent. We don't attribute consciousness and therefore like human instincts to an AI, even though, you know, like I postures somewhere, maybe not in any videos. It's not that we are so much more advanced than the animals, that we're not running on instincts. It's that we are very primitive, and very as primitive as other animals, making us run on similar instincts. And it's not that their behavior shouldn't be explained in frames of our own understanding of our conscious choices. Is that our conscious choices should more be interpreted through the basic instincts. Yeah, I said that right, didn't I? I better have. So remastering is just tidying up the visuals mostly, while remastering, yeah, remastering, as opposed to remaking, where you essentially take the concept, maybe the story, and then just crafting everything anew, like Final Fantasy. the combat was different then. Final Fantasy was remade, Resident Evil was remade, what other things, Abe's Odyssey was remade. There were definite, significant gameplay changes that weren't made for the better, and with that, it's a big lever for a fridge door. I know this sound. What do I remember it from? Of course Half-Life 2, but which part? Lift in Ravenholm, I think. Oh fuck. That sounds dire. Oh, it's not that dire. I'm so good at shooting, holy fuck. So,
Protected in here. Is there no safe haven from these abominations?
well, you know, also this is a freezer and you're gonna die of low temperatures. You're not really dressed for the climate. Also, I've saved you and you're female, so will you reward me with sex? Or not? Oh, also, in the first game you could shoot the NPCs dead. Oh, you can technically do that here as well. Should we leave her dead? Well, that's a waste of ammo, you know. And I like to phrase it in this way. It's not that I care about her, that her life would have an inherent value. It's that I'm wasting ammo that has inherent value in this world. Yeah. So, can I get up there? Or do I get in there from around? Probably from there. Fuck. And there's another one. We're really going... Sorry. I'm just, you know, as usual, stumbling over words. Why does it make a doorknob hand... It's not a... Fuck me, dude. Why does it make a doorknob sound? It's not a doorknob, it's a lever. Right, so we're supposed to push it in? No, that's not necessary. Also, there's this military light, it shouldn't be here. Did you want to lit the pathway somehow? I don't think it was executed pretty well. Right. So, this game has gameplay changed and also significant changes to the architecture of the levels, architecture in general. I think enemy AIs and the whole thing, whole shebang. So, and the biggest thing as always is, what are you making those changes based on? So I'm pretty sure I touched. Oh, I should be talking more about Halo, I think, maybe. What are you making those changes? What are you making those changes based on? If you're a developer, you're designing the game from ground up. There is nothing stopping you from making your concept art as detailed as you possibly can. That it includes how the character or whatever creature looks like, how the architecture looks like, how the lighting looks like, what moods does it create, how does it lead the player over, to progress in the game. And so that might change over during the designing, or like actually putting it into work, like when you create some place and then put a player in. Is this closed? Should I be opening this? I could. Oh no, of course, because there's a doorknob sound to it. Because someone at sound design decided that would be a good thing. It's not. It's not. It's very noticeable how misfit it is. This way, that way. Which way are we going? Probably through the vent after all. Maybe we'll get up on that vent through some other means. I don't know, man. Does this open? No. Oh right, that's this door. So that would close the door? No. That's locked. There's nowhere to jump onto with that. Ah. So anyway, bullsquids, right? Fuck. They're supposed to be originally. They're supposed to be inaccurate as well. Originally they were supposed to be interested in the meat line around here as well, but I don't think they are anymore. I mean, I don't really know. So the guy, right, the guy that made a video, yeah, he compares the things. Now I know, oh, there will be a crank puzzle here. Hardly a puzzle, right? Find the crank and stick it in. Now I know, once I fucking came across the crank puzzle once before. Oh, I need to pick it up. Once I came across a crank puzzle before, and I almost missed it because it's no puzzle at all. Because there is no think from Half-Life 1. There's just pick up objects and keep going. Right. So the guy made videos and it's a good video. Yeah. Seriously. I've got a cheated jump. I should be jumping well. All these jumps should be crouch jumps as well. Because there is no other one working here. So there'll be the supply route. Yeah, man. Oh shit. So did I pick up any fucking supplies in here? I don't think so. Great. Seems like wasting time. Right. Sorry, man. I'm kinda drained after Dark Souls. Yeah, so Halo, right. With the concept arts. So if you're a designer, you've got access to those, and then you know what you wanted to do, and then you know the limitations you have now. And if you would be remastering your game over with anything new, you know what you would focus on. If you're not some third-party developer, or even second-party, however much sense does that make? If you're not some sort of second-party developer that has to guesswork or took it upon themselves to, I don't know, be so self-absorbed to think they know how the game should look better than the original authors or, you know, developers, that they decide this part of the level needs to be cut out. You know, there are things to be said about whether you can cut out parts of a game to make it better. But then again, you have to ask yourself whether you want to make a game better or just make it look better for the newer audience to enjoy it as it was, or how much gameplay you want to transfer. So if you're an original fucking... So which way now? Since this is locked as well. Not through here. Probably more vents, probably, maybe. This doesn't open. This doesn't close. There's nothing in these boxes. So is it after all? Is it this vent after all? And I have to make a different turn somewhere, someplace. Oh, I cranked something open, or have I not? Actually, I just plugged it in. Right, because this is a puzzle. Sorry. Sorry, eh? Why am I bringing the meat over? What does that help with? Yeah, and okay, now victory achieved. I moved the thing that the puzzle was about. I think I know. I should be moving it over to where I can cross the gap between events. Yeah, hey, somewhat, maybe a little bit of puzzle. I don't know. Required me to think, and maybe the problem was that, you know, the gameplay. I wasn't thinking with all the things that happened, and also me talking. So yeah, Halo, no, 343 remade it. So if you're a developer and you're remaking, I think so. The Japanese, right, with the Final Fantasy and Resident Evil, they know what they were doing. And what's have we gone across? No. What? Where are we going? Which way? What the fuck am I doing? This isn't the way. Do you know the way? I don't know the way. This is the meat locker. The passage should be over there. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, of course. So you've got access to those ideas, to those concept arts, to the knowledge of what the developer had to cut out to actually make the game happen in the first place. What are the features they had to cut out? You know, the balance they had to strike. You could judge better which you could cut out and which you could improve or reinstate. Oh fuck. Into the remake, once you've got the technology and you've got the ability, really. But when you don't have that, you make a lot of guesses, and a lot of time those guesses are, you know, misplaced. Because as long as you might have certain ideas how things might look, because this is just a vent, so how crucial to the design was just making a vent. I guess it wouldn't be much different than what Half-Life 2 assets offer. The beasts, the creatures, the enemies, their AIs, that would be important. The puzzles available, that would be important. If only it was like Half-Life 2, or maybe if only it was different than Half-Life 2, so I didn't have to rely on instincts I have learned, acquired from Half-Life 2 to knock the padlock off. I think you just heard either head crab or hound eye idle noises. At least I did. Oh, you know, it's already boosted, it's fine. You're gonna experience the glory of that noise yourself. Alright, and so Halo, as well, Halo 1, like I said, Halo 1 looks quite different to, well, Halo 1 Remastered looks quite different to Halo 1. But it's not that much off. But there are significant differences, like details on the alien walls, for instance. They're modeled quite differently. The textures are quite different, and you can't really tell whether that would be something the Bungie would make and want it to look like, compared to what 343 did. Because, you know, when you're limited with your texture size, you not only give up on detail in the sense of the size, but also on the information in the picture. Oh, it's fine. There's still some enemies somewhere, but I think I'm not gonna bother, or I'm gonna come across them either way.
Freeman!
Yes.
Good heavens! You gave me quite a scare.
Well, no wonder.
Finding us down here, Doc. We gotta head for the surface.
But with all the elevators out of order.
We can still climb.
Yeah, be hardcore, use your legs. I mean, if you've got elevators, you should have stairs. Isn't that like code? You can't be trapped in here because the power is out or elevators are broken. Oh yeah, please do. I guess the enemies are just right above us. Oh, this is this way, right? So, oh, hey, have I or have I not? Yeah, I must have, right? I must have gone through here. Yeah, the vending machines. That's good, fine. Perfect use of crowd jumping, as opposed to every time. Yeah, so you might skip out on details to make it, make the pixels less different from each other, and therefore make the file size smaller. So we've got that. So you don't know how much other things you'd have on the textures that the original was made in mind for. What, am I making sense? You know, the original was made to include, well, to work with those limitations, but concept arts weren't. But maybe artists did make those concessions already at the level of oh, I could have asked them to come with me. I can still get them killed, don't worry. Concessions when creating concept arts, like being told to use simple shapes or a limited color palette. That's not so much reasonable as it is conceivable, I'd say. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be using shotgun against those border guns. But then again, I might just rush in. Fuck off. So I think we found the zombies that I was looking for. Alright. Now the border guns. Right. Dude, it's close range shotgun shot and you're just a basic zombie. Why aren't you dying? Right, fixed. 55? No, the max is 64 I think, or maybe more. Well, there's some ammo. I think he knows that I want the ammo. Alright, since you don't want to cooperate for a cool shot through the window. Get fucked. Bitch. You know, this kind of behavior gets me killed. I wanna have a cool shot. I decide to use a different thing to spice up the life and bring in some variety into my gameplay. I'm talking about Dark Souls 2 as well right now. And I decide to use this spell that doesn't really have much use to have a use for it, because I mean they made it, it has to be useful for sometimes, right? So I use it and it gets me killed because I forget to switch to a different weapon, or I forget that I've got this spell selected, or it doesn't really work the way I was hoping for. Like it's not that I don't know how it works, it's that I was hoping it would work, it would be effective in this situation, and I end up dead. I have to redo shit. Unfortunately, I don't have a grenade in Dark Souls to just shove down their throats and have them go fuck themselves for all the fucking bullshit design choices they've made in Dark Souls 2. And here as well, maybe. Yeah. So, I'll jump of faith, leap of faith, that's the phrase. So those two, oh hey. I was about to talk about those two down below surviving because I took the brunt of the force. But you won't be surviving, and I don't really care. I mean, I can hardly help you either way. What do you want me to do? Here, grab my hand. Go ahead. I mean, what's stopping you? It's as if you don't want to be saved. Right. Do I just crowbar it? No, I just walk in here. I crowbar it anyway, and it leaves no dent on the fucking box because it doesn't have any collision. Oh, it does, a bit. Who's talking now? Are you talking? Okay, so... Were you yelling help? I can't tell. Is this because of the good sound design? Or am I doing something wrong? Let me know. I'd love to know, actually. Because, you know, a legitimate point of complaint is always good. As opposed to just... Because, I mean, then again, is that wrong if you don't know whether it's broken or a feature? Are you to blame, really? No, you're not. Oh, hey. That was like an activation for the next level. It should go up then now, right? Because I can jump up there to the next level. I just need to bring my gameplay to the next level. I need to remake the game. That would be something to do, right? Right. So, we've went through more of the office. We've got hostels. Right, so since we're this firmly in the next episode, the next level.
They're coming for us. It's our only way out. Oh my God, we're doomed.
Should I be running through here? Well, I already have. So we're already through. Oh, and it's not gonna close now that I'm through. What happens if I'll go even further back? Have I got a save? I can make a save right here. Well, I guess it's fine. It'll stay open. At least we don't miss out on fucking healing. So that's good. Good thing I came back. Ah, much better. Yeah, So thanks for sticking by. Hopefully you enjoyed some part of it. Hopefully we'll see each other again in something else I play for you for free. And in the meantime, interact with the channel, interact with the video, you know, press the buttons. Until next time, when I'm less frustrated on Dark Souls 2 and more coherent.